Thank you so much for joining me today. This is going to be a reading for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising positions for the week of September 20th to the 26th. Now, keep in mind, there's a lot of energetic changes happening this week. On the 20th, we have a full moon in Pisces. On the 22nd, the fall equinox. We have the shift happening into the new season. And then on the 23rd, the sun moves into Libra. So we've got lots of shifts happening this week. Let's see what the predominant theme will be for Leo, sun, moon, and rising for September 20th to the 26th. Strength, which is interesting for a Leo because that is the card that represents you in tarot as well. So it looks like this week not only is about strength and confidence in the self and the ability to have that personal power, but it is also a week that will revolve around you with respect to you and you, maybe having a heart-to-heart with yourself here, Leo. Okay, let's get started with the tarot to clarify this message of strength for Leo. As they go through their week, what can Leo expect for maybe some challenges? Sometimes we gain strength from challenging situations that teach us just how strong we are. Let's see what's going to go on here for Leo. Ooh, two kings crossing each other. The King of Rods crossed by the King of Pentacles. How interesting is that? That is interesting. Leo, you are represented by the King of Wands. So that is the second card so far in the very early stages here of your reading that represents you. King of Pentacles is represented by Taurus. So you could be dealing with a Taurus who's challenging you this week. Or you could just be dealing with challenges from the external world that are coming at you, teaching you about yourself. Yeah, you are definitely going to be feeling like you're shifting here. Okay, yeah, this is going to maybe be a big week for you, Leo. And we've got the Four of Wands on the bottom of the deck in reverse. Yeah, Leo, I feel like you are not feeling the inner celebration this week, but that's going to shift. But right now, you're at a place where it's just as we were saying during the shuffle, that sometimes the thing that shows us our strength sort of brings us to our knees first. You know what I mean? And it's almost a time where you're confused about who you are. You're confused. The external world is presenting you with some obstacles that are creating some confusion with respect to who you are. You're not sure. We've got the Emperor in reverse driving the reading and the Seven of Swords as what's top of mind for you. So what's top of mind for you is that you're just not sure what is the authentic truth anymore, because it feels like things have been flipped upside down. And the most recent energy that has sort of come at you is in opposition. There have been challenging moments in the physical world, and it's challenging you in a way that it's sort of leaving you feeling like you don't know how to connect what's in your vision to your life anymore, because there's so many obstacles in the physical world that your confidence is almost creating an obstacle for your intuition, if that makes any sense. When you see the King of Pentacles creating a challenge for the King of Wands, that says to me that your confidence in the physical world is actually creating a problem for you in your spiritual world. So this tells me there needs to be a balance between the practical and the spiritual. You need a balance between these two energies, because right now you're at a place where they're out of balance and you're feeling like you don't know what the true authentic you is anymore, if that makes any sense. This is very interesting. And the reason I say that it's causing you to have a feeling inside that it's not like an inner celebration is because I see that you're doubting yourself. You're doubting yourself, and you're doubting, you're almost doubting. It's like you're gaslighting yourself. Do you know what I mean? Like when we're in such high levels of uncertainty, we can't even trust our intuition. And you're not feeling the inner joy right now, Leo. Right now you're feeling like you don't know how you're going to survive this. How are you possibly going to accept and heal from something? And it's interesting. You are going through a big shift. This is your upcoming energy. Your upcoming energy is one that is changing. I think something is going to happen in your life that's going to show you just how strong you are, but it's going to leave you wondering how to proceed. And that's what you're worried about. You're worried that you won't know which way to go as a result. This is very interesting. And you're going to try and you're clinging to something, Leo. You're clinging to something that no longer is. Oh, and at the root of this, it is the thing driving this. It's almost like you're going to feel challenged to be in a situation of authority. Yeah, you're going to feel challenged to be in a situation of authority. And it's almost like I feel like you were maybe saying, if only I was the one in charge. And now you're going to be in charge. And you're like, oh no, I don't want to be in charge. Why did I ever wish I was in charge? That kind of feeling. It's like a situation where you've always been at odds with this individual or experience, and then it's like they're not gonna be your problem anymore, or you're not going to have to deal with that situation anymore, and you're almost going to be sad about it because now you have to hold the load, and now you're going to have to see how strong you are. Interesting, Leo. I feel like this situation is going to be hard for you to release, and it's almost going to feel like you don't know how to move past it. But ultimately, once you do move past it, I think it's going to show you just how strong you are, and that maybe this inner celebration is going to be possible, but it might be a challenge to get there. It might be a challenge to get there because whatever shifts here is going to have you feeling like you don't know how to live the life that you want to live. You don't know how to be the phoenix rising from the ashes. You won't, this could be a curveball. This could be a curveball that shows you that you're not sure who you are outside of this situation. This could be a situation that is almost codependent, and even though it was in opposition, it was holding you together at the same time. Like, see, these orbs are different. Well, they look the same, but they're two individual orbs, but because they're tied together, it's almost like they were carrying the weight. They were holding the space for each other. And now I feel like you're going to be separating from that energy somehow. Like you're shifting. This death card tells me that you're moving into a next chapter, Leo. So I feel like you're going to be shifting cycles, and what you're shifting out of, you're going to see it for what it was. It's almost like it's going to be, a situation where you appreciate something when it's gone. So, but it's something that you always told yourself you wish it would end. Like, it's almost like missing a job that you said you didn't like for 15 years, and then you miss it once you retire, or you miss it once you get laid off, and you're like, oh, that job wasn't so bad. It was actually pretty good. And now I have to rely on myself and start my own business or whatever. It's that kind of vibe where once the shift happens that you always thought would be so freeing, it actually ends up creating an outer manifestation of yourself where you're like, this is a nightmare. Like, I don't actually like this. And I thought that I always worried this would happen in a way that was different. And now that it's happened like this, I'm actually like, this isn't any better. You know what I mean? And the major question that you keep asking yourself is, well, now what do? Do I stay or do I go? Like, what am I supposed to do now? And it's like, you're gonna have to make a choice. And you were sort of existing in a place where you didn't have to be the authority, and now you do. So that's the shift I'm talking about. It's like you're gonna have to be in charge of something that you were the passenger, and now you're gonna be the one in charge. And it's gonna make you question, who am I as a leader? And it's going to cause more need for healing that you may feel resistant to. You may, in your mind, not really be able to separate from this as much as you need. You need distance from this, and you might not be able to give yourself that distance initially. And it might just be because there is a fear to discover just how strong you are, Leo. And that could be part of your soul path, is to end up here discovering just how strong you are. You know, that could be the whole reason that you arrive here right now, is so that you give yourself a shot at this inner reward of feeling like self-sufficient and feeling like you nourish yourself, and that you're able to celebrate on an inner level. You know, and how to overcome obstacles on your own so that you can live the life that you've always imagined. I think that's the theme of your week, and it's going to show you just how strong you are. Wow. Now, to close your reading, Leo, let's get a Moon Oracle card here for you to see what last words of encouragement we have for you as you move through your week. Trying to understand the self outside of a situation that I think was helping you define yourself for a long time. Ooh, 3 cards flying all over the place. Hang on. Okay. Expect powerful change. Yeah, that's very consistent with what we see here when we see this Death card looming. Expect a powerful change. Absolutely. Powerful time here for a Leo. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Yeah, this is all very consistent. Something is coming to a close. A time to give rather than take. Interesting. And the card that flipped over, I'm going to take it, that didn't fall out, is adjustments are required. Okay, Leo, so these messages couldn't be any clearer. Something is coming to a close, and it could create some obstacles for you, but it's going to create a powerful change, and it's going to be important to give rather than to take, and to make adjustments. Because this is a new path. This is a brand new path, and it's going to show you just how strong you are, Leo. Wow. I'm going to leave it at that. If this has resonated for you and you would like a personal reading, my email is in the description below. And as always, thank you so much for liking, subscribing, and watching. And we'll see you again very soon for another reading. Sending you lots of love and light, my friends.